Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stalin. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'm back with a new video which is related to English grammar. And before we jump into that, I just want to say, if you guys like my videos, make sure to subscribe my channel, share it with your friends, do like, do comments. So let's get started with our today's video. Our today's video is gonna be focusing on modals. And before we started like how to use them, we first have to understand what are modals. Modals are, or we say modal verbs, are especially verbs that we use to express our mood, attitude, or our intention. They modify the main verb to show ability, possibility, permission, necessity, or advice. Now, here are some common modal verbs. For example, can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must. And it's really important, like why it's important to learn modals for polite and accurate communication. First of all, they help to soften your tone. For example, saying, "Could you help me?" sounds more polite than just saying, "Help me." Because modals like could, would, and might help us expressing respect and politeness. And also they make the meaning more clear. For example, here are two different models that we use. First, for example, if you're saying you must wear a helmet, that is a strong rule. But instead of using must, if you're gonna use should, like you should wear a helmet, that is an advice. So as you can see, by changing just one word, it totally changed the purpose of the message and strength of your sentence. So it's really important for us to understand where we should use which model. And third reason is it helps us to sound natural, because native speakers use modals all the time. And if you're gonna master them, it's gonna help you to be more fluent and confident. So now let's get started with some modals with examples. First is can versus could. Can we use when we want to say something about ability or when we are asking for a permission. For example, I can swim. That's my ability, so I'm using can in it. Or can I leave early? Here, I wanna take permission, so can I leave early? And on the other side, for could is the past ability. Like when it's something you're talking about in past. And we also use could to make a polite request. For example, I could read when I was 4. Now I'm talking about when I was 4, so it's past ability. And if over here you're gonna use can, that's wrong. So that's how it's important for us to understand where to use can or where to use could. And the other is, example, could you help me? Here we are just making a polite request. Could you help me? And the next model is should. Should we use when we are giving advice to someone or if we are giving recommendation? For example, you should drink more water. Like we are not giving any order to that person, we are just advising them. So you should drink more water. And the another model is would. Would we use when we are talking something hypothetically or when we are trying to make a polite offer, or we are trying to make a request. For example, I would love to visit Japan. Or, would you like some tea? You're offering somebody, like, would you like some tea? And the another one is must. Must we use when we are trying for a strong obligation or certainty, like where we are really strong about our opinion. For example, you must wear a seatbelt. You're strong about it because it's necessary. Or for example, he must be tired. You're showing certainty in that sentence. You must be tired, or he must be tired. And now it's time for our mini quiz where you have to choose the correct modal and answer it in the comments. The first one is, you blank finish your work before you leave. Option A is can, B is should, C is would. What do you think is the correct answer? Write it down in the comment. And the answer is B, should, because we are giving recommendation. You should finish your work before you leave. And the second question is, blank, you help me with my homework, please. Option A is must, option B is could, option C is will. What do you think is the correct answer? Write it down below in the comments. And the correct answer is option B, could, because we are making a polite request by using please. Could you help me with my homework, please? And the third question is, he blank be the manager. He just moved into the corner office. Option A is must, option B is can, option C is would. Write down the correct answer in the comments. And the correct option is option A, must, because it is a strong guess and it's certainty. So he must be the new manager. He just moved into the corner office. And the fourth question is, when I was younger, I blank run very fast. Option A is should, option B is could, option C is would. What do you think is the correct answer? You're right. Answer is B, because it's talking about past ability. When I was younger, I could run very fast. And now our last question for today is, we blank visit grandma this weekend if it doesn't rain. What do you think is the correct answer? Write it down below in the comments. And the option is C, might, because it's a possibility. We might visit grandma this weekend if it doesn't rain. And I hope you guys enjoy my today's video. If you like it, make sure to subscribe my channel, share it with your friends, do like, do comments. Thank you so much for watching.